Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to yet another stream here with Fish and Pips. I wasn't gonna get on today because it's Friday. We had a good week. There's news today at 10, and that's why we got GBP USD up, just to kind of see if we're gonna get something. See, we took out these highs. I got these highs marked as well, but we seem to be reacting off these highs right now. So just like as a little scout, maybe we could get, um, if price breaks down well, which it is. Um, we also took out yesterday's high, so price is broken structure. It's just a matter of a retest. Not something I would go heavy on today, me personally. Um, yeah, no point in giving any money back. Um, Not really a fan of the indices today. They seem to kind of already responded to that 8:30 news. We got more news at 10. As you can see for SPX, and the same goes for NASDAQ, we're starting to fill in that weak open gap that we have here. SPX kind of, it touched the lower bound of that gap and has rejected, at least starting to reject off of it. But you can kind of see how price is today. Kind of expected on a Friday. It's kind of just running. So yeah, NASDAQ, same thing. We got this gap here. Came to fill. They did it rather quick this week. They turned around Wednesday and kind of headed in that gap's direction. Makes it easier for next week, right? Getting to know. Okay, we filled in this weak open gap. We either go higher or lower. You can see Nasdaq kind of filled in their fair value, their weak open gap here, and starting to reject off. And same as SPX, really no opportunity there. To you, this might be inside the gap. This, but it looks like that's not gonna happen. Hey Blake, welcome, bro. Morning. Trying to see if they close. Yeah, they closed above it. So that's not really a trade I would take. Unless they close back into the gap and maybe give, like, how they push back into it. Maybe that's something I'll consider. But off yesterday's high and this breakdown, um, I'm gonna use very light risk today. See if we can kind of come back into it. Yeah. All right, we got the breakdown. That fair value gap, you see they kind of closed above. See what we can do here. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Yeah. This is why I don't fuck with Forex. Like what is that? Like what was that actually? It was only $100. That was just corny. Just like freeze and then jump up like that, and then there's like no news whatsoever. Uh, right now, no reason. Started off nice. Really nothing I like too much. Indices like yeah, we got this gap and we broke structure. Like we're going higher, but I don't like how strong this rejection was. We also got news at 10. Bro, I got to see that again. I got to look at GBP USD again to see what the hell that was. Oh, high tie frame fan that you going long. Yeah, I mean GGU. Like I said, it was just breaking down off of yesterday's high, and the way it broke down here, it was just like why not? But it reinforces why I really don't like forex because this setup on indices off of yesterday's high, we would have got something. Yeah, this could have been a nice, going long here, like broke up and then tested a gap, but Monster regardless. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be a monster on these indices when they're good. We're gonna keep these indices here on the hour chart just to kind of see. Now here's that weak open gap on US 30. They're nowhere near where SPX and Nasdaq are, but we're gonna keep these on the hour chart just to kind of see how the hour closes. Because we do got news at 10. And the one thing I don't really like about speeches is, I don't know how long the speeches actually are, but things tend to get messy. There was an H1 gap that US 30 tapped at the same time the other two hit that open gap. Yeah. Then again, like it really gave no type of opportunity. Um yeah, I see the gap you're talking about over here. But in terms of like time and price, right? Here's time bond open. Um and like I said, news dropping at 10. They're really fixing it messed up on a Friday. Like it's just a setup. It's just a setup. Good fill a 30-minute gap here. All right, there's a 30-minute gap. Here's the the 1 minute. They respected that pretty well. Same for SPX. Respected that pretty well. And dude, this is ugly. Well, they finally cleared that high. Kind of got at 3 pushes. If I put an RSI on here, it's like 100% divergent. US 30 coming off that 70 fib from that impulse move up had me thinking about pulling bond open. Yeah, it's just risky, man. I would like if we had like some structure here to break. Like now at this point, my interest is this structure point. How are we gonna come off of that? Um, I'd kind of want them to close lower, build some structure and break off of that. That builds the case for longs. Then again, like I said, like we got news at 10. Like when you got news at 10, bond opens kind of hands off for me. There's that GU again. I'm just gonna mark 50%, right, of this gap. And we're gonna theoretically take this play. Theoretically. Yeah, and then same thing, if news comes out at 10 and we're still not in a good spot, um, you know, there's no need to force it just because news like see if GU can pull up into this. We got, quarter block here. Well, 50% of the fair value gap. Phone is jumping. There's 50% of that gap where we quote unquote would have gotten in. These motherfuckers are gonna make me do it again. Nothing crazy. Yeah, we're good. I like how the Magic Key says you're risking 0.10% of account. There's a 100% probability you will lose 10% from your account. 0.10 from your account. Damn. Kind of froze here. Frozen. TOS30 was starting to get that like structure to base off of now, so if we got kind of get like a break and then a retest possible. And GU, I don't know. I don't like the way the 15 is here. It'll be a mental win. Don't like how they broke above this high. Oh, fuck it. $50 hairs. Rather than continuing to look at it and guess on it, we're gonna just see what it does at 50% cap. All right, close ourselves out of that. GU, been nice knowing you. Yeah, so today's an example of what not to do. But we didn't use the whole, 1%. We probably lost like commit. 10 more minutes. We got really late news. The EU never got to these lows we were looking at yesterday. That long idea ended up playing out into the gap, but they overshot the gap and then left these lows hanging here. EJ was pretty nice. Like you could. The breakdown, gap. I don't know why my trading view freezes every time I'm on stream, but PTC still consolidating. Still consolidating here. Yeah, UCAD looks pretty nice short. Actually, really like UCAD. Fine, look at this until 10 o'clock comes around. Like these relative equal highs, and then the break above their value gap. We already got that broken structure on the 15. So we got like a 15-minute gap and then a 1 minute, as well as a 5 minute. And you can kind of just keep breaking this down, right? Break structure here, retest to got a gap here, but we also got this breaker. Yeah, pretty nice. Indices, they all made new lows. I think if we end up getting a setup here, I'm gonna use a 1/4% risk just to kind of make up for what we lost on G. That's gonna be it for me. US 30 came in to kind of fill the rest of that gap, and then we're breaking structure. Broke structure on SPX, broke structure on US 30. NASDAQ still lingering behind. What kind of price action are you looking for to enter? Any specific pattern? So this right here is really prime example. This like breaks the structure and then retests to a fair value gap. That's it. If we're looking at like areas of liquidity, right? So let's say we got an area of liquidity, right? Price comes up, reaches that area of liquidity, and then we start to get a breakdown, right? So here's our last structure point, right? Wait for that to break. Once that breaks, okay, now we're ready to look for. Then we get a retest into, right? We need a fair value gap. Say we got a fair value gap, cool. Enter. Now, what does that look like? Head and shoulders, right? We got our head, we got our shoulders. Pretty much a head and shoulders pattern. That's what that's what I learned. Everything boils down to. That's like the master setup. UCAD got ripped. Confused about fair value gaps. I would say watch dabble into ICT on YouTube. Look them up here. Inner Circle Trader. Go to playlist. He is dropping his mentorship, but he just dropped the ICT mentorship during the entire summer. They're pretty lengthy, but they're worth it. And in here, you'll pretty much learn my setup. A lot of people are pretty much watching, whatchamacallit, using this setup at this point. But yeah, this will give you a whole idea of what to look for. Very nice. And it's free. Like, come on now. But in there, he talks about fair value gaps. You got that news drop. Kind of see. Yeah, and it's free, man. Like you don't gotta pay for any academy anymore. Like that's dead ass. These are these pre-New York lows. Prices just melting. Yesterday's low. Yeah, I mean, the one thing you'll get from an academy, like if you really want to invest in yourself, is like one on ones. That definitely helps. Like I probably wouldn't be where I was now if I didn't have one on ones with Tyler at Division. You know, they definitely go a long way. Like in terms of like learning things, like it's all free now. It's all free. It's all right there. Like nobody really needs anything else besides ICT on YouTube for free. For free. I think I've watched that mentorship um 4 times so far. This is going on in my fifth time, and it's like uh it's just rewatching, sharpening, making sure I didn't miss things because you always rewatch it and you're like, oh, I don't remember them saying that. But like in that mentorship course, he teaches pretty much a model for you to go off of. It's all indices. A couple videos in there he briefs over forex, but and he does rip forex pairs, but that mentorship course was all indices, pretty much what. You want to join Tyler's VIP? Yeah, dude. I mean, I'd go for it. I would just really look for I don't know how much it is now, but I would see how much it is to get one on one with Tyler. I think that's like the more crucial thing that's going to be more beneficial for you is one on one's really for anybody. Like really can't beat that. Yeah, so I think we're definitely going for yesterday's low on all three indices, but I don't think we're gonna get any type of any type of chance to get in there. Um, UCAD just ripped. Look at GU, son of a bitch. Yo. Now we would have got stopped out of that, but yeah, man. Like I don't like this how they do. Like push, 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 and when the time comes, they give no chance. Like there's no chance. Hilarious. Ooh, good thing I was trailing my stop from London on GU. Damn. London Warrior. Kudos to you, my boy. The Indices had a real good tendency this week of not wanting to, right, we clear one side, but they never go for the other side. By that I mean they cleared yesterday's high, and I'd be expecting them to want to go to yesterday's low. They had a tendency of not doing that. Guys, I'll be right back. Just give me a sec. All right, we're back. Wow. Man. That is funny. This only tells me EU is like ripping back up again. Or GU, and it is. EU is definitely the nicest one though. Like this gap fill. That is just Jeff's kiss. Did have a gap fill on SPX and NAS, but I'm not messing with. I'm not messing with none of that. I'm cool. Bro, I don't think I've ever seen a candle this big. That's wild. Let's take a look at how we were on the hour prior to news, right? So Here's that last hour prior to new. Our new high of the day. Cleared the low of the day here. Actually filled this, partially filled this gap here. Pulled up. It's not something I'm gonna dabble in. Honestly, I don't think they go too much higher than the high they set today already. And they kind of just consolidate. Typical for a Friday. Days like today is when you kind of just sit back and you're like, I'll wait till next week. Like, there's no point in frustrating ourselves and trying to figure out one where this thing wants to go because we just swung down and swung up. Two, trying to figure out where we're gonna get in, right? Because we have such a big range. Um, Three, it's like Friday. You had if you had a winning week, why lose any money? And if you had a losing week, why lose any more? Why make the hole bigger? Like I said on was it Wednesday? Wednesday we lost 1.25%, and I said, we're off the charts. We as traders know the types of holes we can dig ourselves into, and it's if you can trade and only lose 1% of your account, I mean that's good. Um, from a money management, and that's kind of when you should call it quits, because it's like 1% is a lot easier to come back from than going AWOL and trying to make your money back in one day, and now you're down 10%, down 15%, and you're now your next trade you're looking for a 1 to 15. It's like, now you're stretching it. Get really messy. Speaking from experience, because I've done it. I'm sure a lot of you guys on here have done it as well. Definitely not fun to come back from. So like I said, I don't know how long these speeches really are. Dude, what is up with my internet? Oh, that's not it. Man, you see how they don't want you to. Where's the live stuff at? Yeah, watch live. Then you bring me to this channel with no. Where's the live at? Oh man, they're funny. I want to see, if the speech is still going on. Did it happen? Oh, it's done. Okay. We got another speech at 9. Well, news release it in 9 hours. Like damn near the end of the day. Yeah, he is done. We just figured that out. One could build the case, right? We broke low and filled the gap. But after a run up like that, ooh, okay. Right. I'm not gonna trade anything today, though. But in that case, I appreciate everybody for getting on today. Pretty slow. We took two GBP shorts. At least tried to go short. Well, our first trade we risked 0.25%, and the next trade we risked 0.10%. So it's like it really was nothing at all. Kind of trying to see if we were going to be on the right side today. But clearly that wasn't the case. That's pretty good. We'll be back on Monday for another good week of trading. Bond open. Appreciate if everybody can drop a like, comment, let me know what you guys want to see. And last but not least, subscribe. Appreciate you guys, man. Have a great weekend. See you Monday. Peace.